Welcome back for another most special, most yummy update, my friends. Over this weekend, Ethereum has done such a gargantuanly large rise. This is the weekly chart for Ethereum. Remember, there is a CME gap. So we had the CME gap. So one was at 1400. We had 1700 cleared. We have 2600 pretty much cleared. We have the next one, I think, at $3,200, and then we can go for the all-time high. I don't know if it's going to be a straight line. I hope it is a straight line. We've got quite a while to go as well. I know we are happy and everything, but realistically too, when we're looking at ETH-BTC ratio, it tells the big full picture, friends. It's only at almost 0.025. Almost 25. So around 0.025. We got a long way to go. My gosh, man. Like, we got to get back to 0.055 just to be the Ethereum spot ETF. My gosh, 0.055. So if you want to know if Bitcoin didn't move, where would Ethereum have to be to get there? 5,600. That's Ethereum. That's Bitcoin literally not moving at all, staying 103K. So if Bitcoin got to say 200K, that means Ethereum's price has to be about $11,000, which I think is fine as a nice level marker for us, but we'll see. Now, some interesting stuff to track, friends. We have the SOL-eth ratio here. Nothing really to be concerned about if you're long soy. It's just retracing back. This came back to the Trump move. It's come back here. But Ethereum, man, like, this is the thing. Some people think this thing's going to do the whole BTC, the ETH-BTC ratio chart. I'm not so sure. I don't know. But, like, man, you've had, this has been, bro, you ran up for 700 days, man. That's a long time. You know, in altcoins, if you run up on a ratio for 180 days, that's a warning sign. Most coins stop after that point. 180 days, that's 6 months. So Solana hit the 12-month mark, 360 days. Oh, but did it? No. Actually, friends, it's now even longer than that. It literally ran up. My gosh, man, it's like 588, 600 days. Like, it's even longer. If I put it on the weekly super chain, check this out. Look how long it's literally been green for, man. I know I did this little flip red, but, like, man, it's just like without a big correction, this is a very, very, very big and long move. And you know, these in markets, man, when you have enormously long and big, powerful moves like that, they take a long time to basically rinse out all the non-believers. Now, what I'm going to do is show you the OTHERS-btc ratio. I mean, thank God we finally got a freaking momentarily green candle to erase a tiny bit of this. This is still garbage, friends. We're still 0.14. Remember, this is the ratio of altcoins to Bitcoin's market cap. Okay, OTHERS-btc. I'm honestly, friends, I have no fear, okay? I believe 2021 was stunted. So I'm not even concerned if we hit like a 40% around here, okay? Once, if we hit 50% plus, okay, now, whoa, look at all these people coming in. Grandma, does she really need $58,000 in, like, dog poop Inu 69 that she bought on Tron chain? You know what I mean? Like, that's where we start to ask questions about stuff like that. We are nowhere near that right now. We just had 5 red monthly candles. We're still in the first green one. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of tug and pull. Very family friendly, tug and pull. Are we going to get an extended cycle or not? Well, we have one green candle here, friends. We can start to talk more about where the cycle might end as we get closer to... We need first, let's say we do Marwai green, and then let's say Junie is green, and then Julie is green. Okay? So if we're in that that scenario where there's 3 green months, now we're like, all right, if we keep running to the end of the year straight green, it's all over. But we might have a reset somewhere. That's what you don't know. But that's what I'll probably be looking for. Okay, so I guess if we make a strategy, if we just ran like 6 green months in a row, watch out. But that's 6 green months, that's a long time, bro. Let's finish this one, green one, right? If we run up like 3 and then there's like a reset somewhere, I'm like, okay, cool, we're probably going to run extended. That's what I'm feeling. So, you know, we're like, you know, trottling along the cycle for now. Also want to share this with you. Crypto stress can be next level. It's a tough life for most, but is it worth it? I know it hasn't seemed worth it for you, and it certainly has not seemed worth it for me. All I can do is pretty much crank some music. Totally not worth it, man. Totally not worth it. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Don't get your friends and family in. Just don't get anybody. Don't get anybody here, bro. Just 4 years of down only. Not worth it. Yeah. I mean, there's cycles. Then there's, oh, your dip was 99% and you're still down after 4+ years. That's, you know what I mean? That's just a different type of pain. That's like cruelty, right? That's unreasonable cruelty and harm. Would I do it again? Of course you have to do it again because you don't know, friends. Because like, it's kind of like, oh, flipping heads or tails. Would you play heads or tails again? And go, yeah, you didn't know it was going to land on tails. You're a heads guy. So you will play it again next time. I'm sure I will. We all will, okay? Because you know this game now. But maybe altcoins run earlier next time. That's another thing to think about. There's some striking as well similarities to what's been happening, friends. Well, look, first I'll show you the Bitcoin correlation with my friend Carlin Talks Crypto. So this is the Bitcoin and global M2 correlation. See, there's some periods it goes up and down. Now, there is this tough period here, right? So it's something to think about. The global M2 kept rising, but crypto was literally dead. You see here, this was March of 2022. Right here. Then we all collapsed, okay? And global liquidity was still rising up. Now, I want you to know something. So that's why people say, oh, so you can't use global liquidity for correlation stuff. It's true. Here's the thing, though. The US Fed back all the way here, okay, the US Fed said, because rates have been so low for so long and inflation is hot, we're going to have to raise interest rates. And we're going to have to like do the quantitative easing purchases stop. They have to stop the QE, right? So they said they were going to stop it, like, you know, somewhere in that 2022 period. But because crypto, friends, remember crypto, we don't have any automatic DCA money coming in. We don't have stock market Ponzi money. So what crypto does is down, see this line going down? This is our bear market starts. So literally as soon as Jerome Powell, I think it was in December, Bitcoin collapsed. If you remember, did this wick down to like 48K or something. Actually, I'll show it to you. I still remember that weekend, man. That's just... still remember that, friends, that Christmas. You still have friends and family wanting to get into crypto because everyone thought it was going great. It was right here. See, November, Bitcoin had this big collapse, 30%, and then it just came back down and it wicked halfway. This was it. It was literally all over at this point, right? All over here. I think from here, this is when Crypto Cobie made his long essay. He goes, okay, it's all over. Everyone's going to lose all their money. It's pretty much game literally finished. It was around here. Yeah, that's, oh man, just gives you so much PTSD. So as you can see, friends, see what happens? Like you're already down. I want to tell you something, right? If you go to December of the year, so I'll just use an example. Let's use Cardano. So Cardano, friends, from its top was already down. It was down 60%. I guess it's okay. But I want you to see something, right? You see like, oh, it's down 60%. No, because you have the benefit of hindsight. You know this bad part's coming. Yeah. What you don't understand is what you have to understand. If you're selling here, all right, you are selling at the same price we hit in March. So that's why most people don't want to let go because they're looking at it and they're like, huh, it's like I've just sold in March this year. That means I held for no reason. And that's why people don't want to let go. And that's why it's so much easier to just believe, oh, don't worry, it's going to trend up. We're still making like higher lows. And then this part comes, it's pretty much all over. Okay. But, you know, hopefully we get the big pumps to rise up. So don't worry about that. You're down minus 60% part. You got to think about it like, no, I'm only down at 2x. You have to flip your mindset of that. And that's actually a secret weapon for you, friends, psychologically. Because if you say you think you're down, oh, 70%, 80%, no, you're down at 2x. Because if you're just down like a 2 or 2.5x, it's easy to make that in crypto, right? So you have higher odds that you will like safely, right, take profit in your portfolio or whatever and basically prepare that the bear market might start. This is the global liquidity, right? So remember, I've shown you this because I just want to show you that it's not perfect. Like, you know, they can stop printing, but usually when they did, they told everybody they were going to stop it. But see how fast crypto moves? Crypto just starts dumping. So by the time, if you check that out, by the time they actually stop the QE, like by the time it actually stops, man, everything's down 75 to 80%. So I'm just letting you know. Now, there's something interesting I've been thinking about, okay? The secret to the Bitcoin correlation with global M2 is that the crowd will get wrecked. How? So Andrei Jikh, friends, you know Andrei Jikh, He has 2.6 million YouTube subscribers. He covered the global M2 liquidity fractal from Carlin Talks Crypto. He covered it. So we're like, oh crap, everybody's trapped now. So because remember, friends, I remember it's this chart that I always show this to you. It's this chart, right? This chart, friends, because it's the retailer's wet dream. It's like, oh, the lines are following. So like I can, basically what they're saying is, oh, I can go turbo leverage long and it's going to be okay, right? So it's funny how these things will work. So what I thought in my mind, I go, an interesting way how everybody gets wrecked is the entire world, they are leveraged long Bitcoin and soy, right? So it would be just how do you inflict the most pain? Where's the most predatorial damage to be done? It's the cuck Bitcoin and soy, and then Ethereum is the one that follows the M2 liquidity more strongly. Okay, so that's why I said, and thus we would probably find that Ethereum matches the global M2 leg correlation more closely as we move in the next few months. All the markets and their market makers know Andrei, Jikh, 2.6 million subs, retailers are following the global M2 correlation tightly now. These weak leverage hands are open to a predatory attack by swiping low as we rise up to annihilate their buy beat positions. That's just what they do. They know this, friends. They set this stuff up. So I'm just going to show you the chart closer. So what could it look like? Just giving you an example. It could look like something where like it follows. Like this thing actually, so it looks like, hey, you know, this thing is following, and then everyone expects like, oh, it's going up, right? And then for some reason, they just go, something like that. And it just like wipes all these people. But maybe on this retracement, see when this thing comes back up here, right? Maybe what I'll do is I'll now draw a line for Ethereum. Maybe Ethereum comes down with it, but on Ethereum's chart, it's back to its all-time high. And then Ethereum looks like it covers that. But what I'm doing is, why I'm actually drawing that, just this like cute scenario, is because ETH-BTC, it's so low. Okay, friends. Now I know how these charts, when spreads are this destroyed and manipulated and capitulated, how they come back is not how everyone expects they come back. They basically, because this is so cheap, Ethereum will show strength in the face of any Ethereum Bitcoin danger. It will, pretty much. I've seen these spreads. They'll literally be, you might just see literally Bitcoin full capitulating and Ethereum's like not even moving. Something where you're like, whoa, that is strong as hell. And I'll be like saying, yes, Habibi Ali, because the spread's so low. Ethereum's not even meant to be here, bro. It's meant to be literally at 5,600 if you do the ratio based off the Ethereum spot ETF. Ethereum's literally meant to be 5,600, you know? So I'm just showing you how we still get friendship and kindness and jelly beans and rainbows, but you can still get a cuckery. That's how the market makers can exploit the Bitcoin positions of everyone long that. And I really do mean it when I say friendship and kindness is out there, friends. Eric Wall's PulseChain bet. Don't forget this stuff out here. So, most special updates coming our way. So I want to share that global liquidity stuff here for you. I've also shown you this, friends. I wonder if Binance is going to do something when it comes to PulseChain listings. I think, just to let you know, guys, it costs millions of dollars for each of these. Binance is like $2 million in a bull. They might even just raise it in this bull. They might make it $3 million a listing because that's just the game, you know. But the first thing we got to focus on is, one, keeping our posture straight. Two, believing. PulseChain nicely green up here. PDI and stuff, everything out here. That's great. Ethereum has to, like, you know, stop cucking us, which it slowly has. But got this right. Ethereum is destroying people. I told you for months, everybody in crypto is long Bitcoin and soy whilst shorting ETH. They all want Ethereum to go home to $500. Maybe it goes to $3,000 instead. Zeros their accounts and their credibility. So this is funny. By Big Rick Bull, guy who preached of risk management and securing your freedom for months straight, just lost 70% of his portfolio in a calendar week shorting Ethereum and altcoins. That's funny. There's a forward here. For what it's worth, today was the first time in forever I got liquidated on one of my accounts. That's kind of funny. That's interesting. Funny messages from the comment section. GymRat, we love you, Mr. GymRatCrypto. Let's be honest. He's been asking for it. And we have Marky the Crypto. When everyone was bearish on ETH, I opened 25x longs. I know how these people play. Sir, Marky, I know your story. Just be careful, bro. Please don't do the leverage, bro. You're going to give yourself a lot of dopamine now. And now your brain's thinking, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing it. Just don't, sir. Like, well, what can I do? Like, I'm in a tough spot, bro. Because, yeah, I'm long, giga long Richard Hart stuff. And I like Pete, for example. I can't tell you, oh, it's going to go up. Because the thing went freaking down 97%. Caddy could come and nuke it to 0 in 2 seconds. So, I'm just telling you, leverage long in this stuff ain't the way. Okay, look how fast Ethereum went up. Our stuff could go up too that fast. Mr. T shares, the value of information Ben provides has been declining for a long time. Well, yeah, Mr. T shares out here. Well, look at it. It's just incentives, friends. That's it. Like, it's incentives. When you when you're financially incentivized to make money based off, like, you know, always be selling and always be buying, basic, like, super conservative risk metrics. When you're making millions of dollars of that, and like it is, man, like, you know, respect the hustle. Making, like, you know, $9-10 million a year from all the subscribers. Like, where's he getting the money from? From you guys, yeah. You guys are the ones subscribing. You're the one giving someone money to tell you to be 50% BTC, 50% USD for the whole time, right? But here's the thing. But then you get the confirmation bias as well. Because look, Bitcoin dominance has just literally gone up only. It has literally gone up only. But it's dangerous. You want to know why? Because the more correct you seem, the more everybody else follows, which means the unwind is just like the turkey Thanksgiving happiness chart, right? Where, you know, the turkey's happiness is for 2 years, they feed it, it's fat, it's beautiful, and then it goes, right? And then this unwind is literally vicious, okay? And by the way, friends, you're looking at that like, oh, and then you'll be able to pivot and look like a genius. No, bro, they don't pivot. They're like, what the hell? They're like, bro, you were telling us to be bullish all here. Now you're saying, oh, let's go buy and let's go sell the low. That's not why. That's even. I mean. Then you realize, oh, man, you can't follow other people, man. Or if you're going to follow someone, you got to stick to one big idea. That's it. One big cyclical play. If you're going to follow someone. But I'm sure, because we all like, hey, we'll follow each other. This guy, but just we're all turbo long to some extent. That's the tough part about it, navigating these. And then also, I know a lot of people, everyone wants to know, man, trust me, I know, guys, you got PTSD, we all do. Like, hey, can someone tell us when to click sell and leave? We're going to need a lot more than that, my friends. So we'll be watching that OTHERS-btc, you know, so I will be saying, but, you know, business ISM hasn't even hit 52. But yeah, that's what, oh, look, the indicators can be totally wrong as well, bro. If I see, that's it. In my mind, if I see 3 green candles for OTHERS-btc, I'm like, hey, after this point, okay, if you start to see green candle month number 5, there is a case where it was all over from that point. That was 2021. And then the other case was went to a green monthly candle in a row number 6. All right, so that will be 5. What are you going to do? You're going to get out like a third, and if it does another 6, you get out like another third and leave 2/3. We can think about that when we get there. And we might not even get there, friends. Like, this OTHERS-btc does some weird shit too. Like, look at this. This is Ethereum Rising. Look at this. Green, red, green, red, green, red, and pop. Right, but it actually wasn't over. The cycle and stuff wasn't over. You know, so it's about that euphoria, right? We're going to look at our exotic top signals. Like, I hope, friends, I hope, man. Coinbase App Store, I think it's like ranking 280 or something now. Hit like 380. I hope Coinbase App Store ranking, like, if it hits like number 1 spot, then we're like, okay, 3 out of 3 times it's marked an exact top. Yeah, maybe we won't think it's exactly over, but I think it's just rational. Like, you just get something out, bro. Like 5%. It's 5% kill ya, 10% kill. We got to talk to ourselves about that and do that, you know? It really is a battle with yourselves, friends. No! It's time for up only. Like, subscribe, beta button, or catch you soon.